Such people who excel at problem solving or become visionaries, innovators, or exceptional leaders, they operate in a mindset that functions similarly to what an aircraft does at high velocity when it breaks the sound barrier. So if you want to be more of a problem solver, an innovator, a more effective leader, or better at your career, anything, you need these three, what I call high-octane mental jet fuel components to make it happen. The first one is passion, but I'm talking about the kind of passion that goes all the way to the core of your soul. This level of passion will keep you from giving up on what it is you really want. You must have it. The next thing you add to it is ambition. It comes down to your willingness to give yourself a command and obey it despite your emotions. The third thing that we add to this as a catalyst is meaning. Now, I believe that meaning is the most powerful of all human motivators out there. Whether you're conscious of it or not, meaning drives all the reasoning behind what you do. So you need to be careful with how you use it and what you attach it to. So when we add a few drops of this highly concentrated meaning to this mixture of passion and ambition, you now have that high-octane mental jet fuel that will help sustain you in breaking what I call the doubt barrier. I can tell you from personal experience that these three forces and this concept is what has sustained me through the blistering stress of over 3 decades of self-employment.
Ken Gallagher, successful business owner, author, and speaker, shares his years of personal research and experience into what powers a successful life.
The best leaders, the most effective leaders that I've ever known, were those who caught on early on how to link their vision to the passions, ambitions, and meanings of the people that they led. Folks, this is how you inspire a force.
Ken and his wife have the unique distinction of having traveled to over 630 cities and towns in the state of Utah.
Now, I got to tell you that visiting all of the cities and towns in the state of Utah that begin with just the letter A bounced us all over the whole state. We went to Amalga, Alton, Abraham, Axtell, Annabella, Aurora, Altona, Altamont, Aneth. And trust me when I tell you there are not a lot of great things to see in the town of Aneth. Don't tell Governor Herbert I said that.
Blending history and the lessons learned from ghost towns of the West, Ken entertains and inspires with stories of survival and ingenuity.
Some interesting things happened though in Silver Reef that you should know about. You know, when the Transcontinental Railroad was completed in 1869, many of the Chinese immigrant laborers who helped build the railroad suddenly found themselves out of a job. So they migrated southward and settled in Silver Reef. They found plenty of opportunities for setting up laundry businesses and restaurants for the miners. They had their own culture. They kept to themselves kind of, and had their own cemetery. And they became well known for their elaborate funeral processions. Anytime somebody passed away among them, they had these elaborate processions that would go out to the cemetery. They're bearing the coffin of the deceased, followed by all these people bearing baskets and trays with food and delicacies that they would leave on the gravesite. That way the dearly departed could have a snack wherever they were headed. But the local Indians in the area knew about this tradition they had, and they would wait out up on the hillsides, waiting for everybody to leave the cemetery. And then when they did, they'd swoop down and gather up all of these delicacies and treats, take them out back to their camps where they could have a feast. It's the first documented cases in Utah history of Chinese takeout. What problem do you want to solve? What are you passionate about solving that you're willing to invest the ambition that has meaning to you? There's your diamond of opportunity. And just remember, if anybody tells you you need to catch the vision, just remember, you can always catch your vision if you're moving faster than the speed of doubt. Thank you for having me. It's been great to be with you.
Ken Gallagher, moving faster than the speed of doubt.